Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Anatomy on your fingertips. As you all know, we have already studied about the bones of the whole body in an easy manner and in brief. So now we will go into the real anatomy, which is upper limb, thorax and abdomen. First we will start from the upper limb. In upper limb also we will first clear about each and every bone in detail. Then we will go through the muscles, nerves associated with these bones and other parts also. We will also discuss clinical part at the end of the upper limb. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Our first topic in the upper limb portion is bones. In bones also we will further go through first clavicle. Clavicle is a long bone and it is easily palpable. Palpable means you can easily touch it and feel it. Touch it and feel it. It is also known as the collarbone and the beauty bone. Collarbone, why it's called as the collarbone? Because you tie your collar on that bone, and it is also known as the beauty bone in the female or girls. Next most important point is it is most commonly fractured bone in children. In children, as you all know, bones are very weak, they are not so developed, so they can easily break and fractured. So which is the most commonly fractured bone in children? That is clavicle. Without wasting any time, let's go through the structure of the clavicle. Here is the structure of clavicle. It's a right clavicle and it's a anterior diagram of the clavicle. In anatomy, let's clear about this first. We have two surfaces. First is the anterior surface, second one is the posterior surface. Anterior means in front and posterior means in the back. So when any human being or doctor see from your front side, your face side, then your right clavicle will show like this only. Okay, so the clavicle bone is divided into three parts: the lateral part, the medial part and the shaft. We have one third of the lateral part in the clavicle bone, which is approximately here, and two-thirds of the medial part, which is this part. Okay, and shaft. What is shaft? It's a most here is the most important point come. The joint between the lateral and the medial part is known as the shaft, which is the weakest part and from where is the maximum chances of this bone to break, and which cause it to most commonly fractured bone in children. So let's talk about its structure in more detail. In lateral part, which is one third of the portion of whole clavicle bone, it is concave forward. That is, if we talk about this shape, this is like a concave mirror and it is forward. This is concave forward, and you can also call it as convex backward. And if we talk about the shape of the medial part, which is convex forward. Okay, so now we will talk about the from where it joined with the other bones or other structures. This is the lateral end and this is the medial end. It is also known as the acromial end. Acromium, when we will study about the scapula, you will come to know about the acromium end. In our scapula bone, we have one part which is called as the acromium. This part of the clavicle join with the acromial end of the scapula, acromium end of the scapula, through a joint which is known as the acromium means acromial part, plus this is clavicle, so acromioclavicular joint. Got it, guys? Now in this end, this is the medial part. In medial part, it joined with this. It is also known as the sternal end, which is joined with the manubrium of sternum. When we will go through the thorax part of the anatomy. You will get to know that sternum has three parts, which the manubrium is the first part, and this end of the clavicle join with the manubrium part through sternal end, and it's a it joined with the sternum of the it's joined with the sternal bone. So in joint also we will join the both the names, the sternal and which bone is joined, clavicular bone. So sternoclavicular joint. In lateral part, one more thing which you need to know is that lateral part is the flat in shape, which is flat. When you will go through the labs and other sessions in your medical career, when you will easily touch the clavicle bone, you will see that the lateral part is the flat part, which is easily flat, and the medial part is the quadrangular part, and it is much thicker than the lateral part. Quadrangular means it is cylindrical. Okay, cylindrical in shape. To make anatomy of clavicle easier, I have covered seven whole clavicle in the 7 points, so that you can easily learn it and easily get through this topic more clearly. First part, it is the only horizontal bone in our whole body. All bones in our whole body is in vertical position, but this is the only bone which is in horizontal position, lie in this term. Okay, second most important point, it has no bone marrow cavity. That means it has no bone marrow, it has no bone marrow cavity. As usual in long bones, as clavicle is the long bone, and in all long bones we have the bone marrow cavity, but this is the exception that in clavicle we have no bone marrow cavity. Third point, which I have already told you, that it's the most commonly fractured bone, not in all age group, only in children's. Fourth most important point is, in our whole body, when we will go through in the later years of the medical career, you will get to know that ossification of bone in child age. In children, as you all know that in children the bones are first in cartilage form, then it convert and ossify means it become more strong and more hard and become the mature bone. So all the bones in our whole body ossify in the cartilage form. This point you will not get here, you will clear it in the later section, but it's important here, so just learn through this point. In our whole body, all the bones ossify in the cartilage form. I mean cartilage to bone. But this is the only exception, that clavicle is the only bone which ossifies in membrane. From membrane to bone it converts. Again, this is most important point, and which is help and assist in the ossification of the clavicle. That is, it has two primary center and one secondary center which help or assist this bone in the ossification. Next point, it is one of the last bone to finish ossification. I mean, this is the bone which ossify in the all the bones get mature in the early ages, but only this bone mature in the later age, like 21 to 25 years. It take 21 to 25 years to get into the mature form. Okay, and last point, which I have already told you, it is the easily palpable bone. That is, you can easily see it and touch it and feel it in your body. Now we will see the muscles associated with this bone. We have 5 major muscles which is associated with this bone. That is deltoid muscle, trapezius muscle, sternocleistomastoid muscle, pectoralis major muscle, and subclavius. These are the 5 major muscles which are associated with clavicle. We have other muscles also which are not really important at this point of time. So we will see where these muscles are present. First, let's talk about the deltoid muscle. In the lateral end, from here to here, we have the deltoid muscle. In the lateral end, on the upper part, we have the trapezius muscle. Then we have sternocleistomastoid muscle, which is present here in the medial part, in the upper part of the medial part. Here is the sternocleistomastoid muscle. Okay, and now fourth one is the pectoralis major muscle, which is really important and which majorly cover our chest portion. Pectoralis major. One muscle is left. I will show you where it is present, but let's talk about these muscles first. So again we have 5 muscles. First one is deltoid, which is present in lower lateral portion of the clavicle. Then we have trapezius muscle, which is present in the upper lateral part of the clavicle. Then we have sternocleistomastoid muscle, which is present in the upper medial part of the clavicle. Then we have pectoralis major, which is present in the lower medial part of the clavicle. Now we have one muscle left. Let's get where this muscle present. I have already told you that it is the anterior portion. Anterior. If anyone or you see your clavicle bone in the front from face side, then it will show like this. Now in the second case, when you see your clavicle bone at the from the posterior side, then it will show like this. All will get reverse. Now this is the lateral end, this is the medial end. Here in the anterior portion it is like this. Now in the posterior portion it is like this. Hope you get the difference. Okay, now our last muscle, which is subclavius, which is present in the inferior of the posterior side of clavicle. Subclavius. The above 4 muscles are present in the anterior side of the clavicle. The subclavius is the only muscle of the clavicle which is present at the inferior side on the posterior end of the posterior part of the clavicle. Other things we also should learn that in the posterior side we have something ridge, or you can say some utha hua portion, which is also known as the conoid tubercle. Why it is important? Because here the conoid ligaments attach. Ligaments are really important. It attach muscle to the bone, and we have already studied we have 5 bones. So how can these bone attach to the bone? So through ligaments only these muscles attach to the bone, and we have first conoid ligament. As I have already told you, medial end is also known as the sternal end, and lateral end is also known as the acromial end, which is a part of scapula. In medial end we have one ligament which is also known as the costoclavicular ligament. Costoclavicular ligament. Clavicle, from where this name come? Clavicle, we are studying about the clavicle, so from here it come. And costo means like ribs. Costo word comes from the ribs. So these ligament connect clavicle bone to the ribs or to the sternum, help or assist in the attachment of the clavicle to the sternum. And in the lateral end we have the coracoclavicular ligament, which assists the acromioclavicular joint. So thank you guys. Here we have ended this clavicular topic. I have attached this page or other information about clavicle bone in the description. Please check it out, and please like, subscribe, and please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much, guys.